May 3rd, 2007. A quiet night in Praia da Luz, Portugal. A family vacation turned into a lifetime of unanswered questions. 3-year-old Madeleine McCann disappears from her holiday apartment without a sound, leaving behind a room, an empty bed, and a shattered world. In this video, we delve into the haunting mystery surrounding her disappearance and the man who has become the prime suspect, Christian Bruckner. We'll uncover how a troubled drifter with a dark past ended up at the heart of one of the most well-known child abduction cases in modern history. You'll learn about the day it all began, the disturbing clues left behind, the painstaking investigation across Europe, and the battle for justice that continues even today.
The disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Madeleine McCann was just 3 years old when she vanished from the couple's holiday apartment in the Algarve resort of Praia da Luz in May 2007.
This was the moment Madeleine McCann's suspect, Christian Bruckner, was hauled into court to face the world, to be tried over a string of violent rapes and sex crimes at the same resort where Madeleine disappeared.
Police searched a deserted factory owned by Bruckner and made a grim discovery. Hard drives and USB sticks hidden in a plastic bag, buried with his dog.
A joyful, curious 3-year-old from Leicester, England. The eldest of 3 siblings, on holiday with her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann in Portugal. Her face would soon be recognised worldwide, a symbol of innocence and a reminder of how quickly life can change. Kate and Jerry McCann, doctors and devoted parents. On the night of Madeleine's disappearance, they were dining just 50 metres away from the apartment with friends, part of what became known as the Tapas 7. Christian Bruckner, a German national with a long criminal record stretching from burglary and drug trafficking to sexual assault of minors. He lived in Portugal for several years, often in a van, blending into the tourist crowd. But behind the mask, authorities say, hid a predator.
It gives a real insight into how he sees himself.
He had sexually abused a 6-year-old girl.
A Jekyll and Hyde personality.
Friends have told me he can be very charming. But then comes the guy in the night.
So that is a programme in conjunction with The Sun, and it's basically about this guy, Christian Bruckner, who has emerged as one of the leading suspects, or the suspect, who may have kidnapped Maddie McCann all those years ago in Praia da Luz, a holiday resort in Portugal.
The McCanns arrived in the coastal village of Praia da Luz in late April 2007. It was a routine family vacation, sun, sand, and peaceful days. The family stayed at apartment 5A in the Ocean Club Resort. During their trip, the parents followed a pattern. They would put the kids to bed and go out for dinner at a nearby tapas bar, taking turns to check in on the children. This routine seemed harmless, until the night of May 3rd. At 8:30 p.m, the McCanns put their 3 children to bed. Madeleine was in a pink Eeyore pajama set, asleep next to her twin siblings. At 9:05, Jerry McCann checked in. All seemed fine. At 9:30, a friend also did a check. Then, at 10 p.m, Kate McCann walked in and found Madeleine's bed empty. The window was open, the shutters lifted. Her daughter was gone. Panic erupted. Staff and guests searched the area while police were called. But crucial early hours were lost, and the scene was not properly secured. Investigators now believe that Madeleine may have been taken earlier, and that her abductor was watching the family for days. At first, the Portuguese police focused on the parents, suggesting accidental death and cover-up. But the evidence didn't hold. Then the case shifted. A strange phone call pinged off a tower near the resort at the exact time Madeleine vanished. The number belonged to Christian Bruckner. He had lived nearby in a rundown house and drove a white VW camper van spotted near the apartment complex. Police later discovered that just after Madeleine vanished, Bruckner suddenly left Portugal, sold his van, and went completely off the radar. In later searches of his properties in Germany, police unearthed USB drives hidden beneath his dead dog's body. The drives contained child abuse material, including images believed to show Bruckner himself assaulting minors. Authorities believe Bruckner may have kept trophies, items linked to victims. Some photos found depict him naked, masked, in remote locations. Psychological profilers called these deeply disturbing and potentially tied to reenactments of crimes.
And we've been able to access police files, which give us many of these answers.
Right.
So we can show pictures of him at key locations.
Yeah.
We can place him at the scene of an alleged confession. We've got stories where he describes his wish to abduct small children.
Yeah. So he is clearly a man who certainly fits the profile of a dangerous paedophile who would possibly be capable of doing something like this.
I think what we've got here is a real insight into his psyche.
Yeah.
And it does raise questions over whether he's capable of doing something like this.
Right.
Despite all this, no forensic evidence, no hair, DNA, or confirmed possessions have been linked directly to Madeleine. In 2020, German prosecutors shocked the world by declaring, "We believe Madeleine McCann is dead, and we believe Christian Bruckner killed her." But no charges were filed. Not yet. Instead, Bruckner was prosecuted for older crimes. In 2022, he was charged with the rape of a 72-year-old woman in Portugal, sexual abuse of 2 girls, and possession of thousands of abuse files. The legal strategy was clear: keep him locked up while building the McCann case. In 2023, investigators returned to Portugal to search a reservoir Bruckner once called his paradise. Some fabric and bones were found, but nothing conclusively tied to Madeleine. Bruckner remains behind bars, silent and defiant. He has never confessed, never cooperated. And the McCanns still wait. Christian Bruckner is currently serving a 7-year sentence for rape. German prosecutors are now racing against time.
Bruckner, who denies any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance, was cleared of a string of sex attacks last year. He was back in court in Germany this week, facing allegations he insulted prison staff at the jail where he is serving a rape sentence. He was found guilty by magistrates and handed a suspended sentence. Afterwards, the Mirror confronted Bruckner as he lay at district court in shackles. His smirk as he refused to answer our question perhaps gave a rare insight into his true personality.
Without solid evidence in Madeleine's case, he could be released by the end of the decade. They've filed appeals to keep him detained longer, citing public safety and potential destruction of evidence. But under German law, unless proven guilty in court, even the worst suspicions may not be enough. It has now been more than 18 years since Madeleine McCann was last seen. Her parents still cling to hope. Her room remains untouched. Her birthday is celebrated every year. "We will never give up," says Kate McCann. "Not until we know what happened to our daughter." Christian Bruckner may never speak, and the truth may never fully surface. But to this day, the world watches.
I mean, I think it's important to say, although Portugal has primacy with regards to the investigation, it doesn't mean that there isn't things that the British authorities can do. And certainly a review is one of the crucial, significant things that they can take part in.
I mean, I think what we're asking for today is for the governments to do more. Leicestershire have largely played their part, and they've done that to the best of their ability. But this needs to be done at higher level. It needs to be done between the governments.
Because Madeleine McCann isn't just a name. She is a reminder of innocence lost and the enduring human need for answers. If you found this video important, share it. Let her story be known. One clue, one memory, one detail. That's all it might take to finally bring her home. We hope you liked this video. What are your thoughts about this video? Let us know in the comments section. Hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss the videos like this tragic story. Thank you for watching this video.